As I was running toward the back, I took a wound through the leg, and obviously it wasn't time to sit down and wonder about it. I got back to our, at that time, platoon commander, which was a sergeant, and he had come on to the second lower plateau, and he also was wounded numerous times, and he was dead. And I grabbed his ammunition and tried to take off around the side of the hill. At that point, I ran into one of the troops that was down and attempted to evaluate him. When I noticed some movement, I turned my head to the right, and one of them had come up out of a spider trap and popped me in the head. Just went through and through the facial area.
That was a serious wound. It came in the right and out the left.
Yes.
And vision knocked you back about 10 feet.
It was extremely traumatic, much more traumatic than it was painful.
But something happened there, Bob. Something happened at that moment. You found some strength somewhere.
Well, when I hit the ground, my first thought was I was still alive. You're thinking. I was not seeing out of the left eye at all. Really wasn't hearing much of anything. I did remember that this NVA was standing there maybe 10, 15 feet from me. I did get to see him before he shot me. I realized I had my M14 still in my right hand. I rolled over and took him out. It was probably the hardest kill I ever made.
He was only a few feet away.
A few feet away, but standing there, why did this man only shoot me once? He became very human, standing there looking at me. All I could think of was, I've done this more than he has. And I killed him. I laid back down right where I was and realized that strength was gone. My day's up. And I didn't have a problem with that.
You couldn't see at this point?
Well, left eye was gone. Right eye was still fuzzy, but...
You said you were seeing images, just shadows. Was this the point where...
Well, that was later on when it was just shadows.
Do you recall getting up and moving forward?
I did not. I felt like my head was just mush. Knowing that I was going to die immediately from shock or blood, and I heard the guys out there on the slope. I asked the Lord just to let me finish. That's all. Dying was not a problem. Just let me finish. And he gave me that strength. I got up and moved around the left side of the hill and tried to take care of all the troops that I could. Most of them were already dead. Tried to drag them back in. Found my other corpsman around there who was unconscious and wounded, and tried to pull him back out of the direct fire. I think that's the time that I got the fourth wound. I really have no idea.